welcome to Tecmo Tuesday, and welcome to week 9 of our season. What the hell happened? Alright, I lost, had a bit of a pop-up there, had to get back on the wagon here. So, it's week 9, we're playing the Redskins, or the football team, whatever you want to call them. They're the Redskins in this game, so I'm going to call them the Redskins. And we're playing for, we're continuing to try to keep pace with the Bills, who we're deadlocked in a tie with. Plus, we have a very similar point differential. We have one more offensive point, but they've given up 5 less, so it's a 4-point difference between our differentials. Let's put it that way. I mean, it's gonna when the time comes, we play against them. That's when it's really gonna come down to it. But, you know, if we split games, that point differential might be important. So points are gonna be important. Redskins, the team we're playing against, are 0-8, and they're just looking to get themselves a win. And they're probably looking at us like, hey, these are the AFC champions. Let's get let's have our first win be a really good one. So these first 2 games do not affect us at all. It's Detroit beats Tampa, and Minnesota gets beat by San Francisco, who are now back to their form as expected. They had a bit of a slow start. Anyway, this is also the halfway point of the season, so we'll take a look at some league leaders after this game. I've already cracked open a cold one here. I'm drinking one for the big guy, John Madden, who passed away a few days ago as of this recording. It's fucking 10:30 in the morning. No, well, not even 10:18 in the morning, and I'm drinking a Guinness and playing Tecmo Super Bowl. Now, you know, I gotta say, I do not get, when celebrities die, I don't, you know, I never feel anything from them. I don't get, I mean, I'm not devoid of empathy or anything like that. I can feel empathetic towards somebody. I feel for the families of those who died, but I don't get emotionally impacted at all from a celebrity death. It's very rare. Oh, shit. But John Madden's was different. There aren't too many of them that I actually felt anything from. But I feel like I know him. Like, I feel like I knew him when. I mean, I'm a Raiders fan, so you know he was the coach, legendary coach of the Raiders. But I never saw him coach. He retired like 5 years before I was born, so I never saw games with him coaching. I watched NFL films and, you know, kind of in a second-handed way relived a lot of those days, but I didn't go through it all. I remember, and the video games, you know, I played the games, but it's not like they were directly. I drew a whole lot of direct relation between the games and him, even though I know he had a lot to do, very hands-on with the early games, and you know, I don't draw any kind of a connection there. The connection was the games that he broadcasted. I'm not gonna say anything that hasn't been said, you know, to a ridiculous amount of times. Oh shit! You know what? I got my fucking back. I didn't check my player conditions. Because I got Toner in as my running back. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, man, I'm leaving Johnson in. Toner's still good, so I don't know if I'm gonna put Potts in, and I don't know if I'm gonna put Culver in. Yeah, I'm leaving it what it is. Leaving Toner in. Anyway, yeah, you'll hear from a lot of testimony on John Madden that he related to people, and you know, he broke things down. He broke down very complicated things and made them very simple. But aside from that, it was just his, no. Ugh. He was so genuine. Like, announcers on TV have this synthetic bullshit coat of, you know, their profession. They're semi-robots, you know, they follow a formula and all this shit. I'm pretty sure that if John Madden was watching a game with you in your living room, it wouldn't be very different at all. It would be exactly the same. I'm convinced it's exactly the same as it is on TV. So I think that shone through, and his, you know, that. There we go. We got that ball back. And I think that made it feel like all those games that I watched, those hundreds of games that I watched Madden call, I think it's like I feel like he was in my living room watching the game with me, and that's why I don't know. I feel like I lost an acquaintance, somebody that I would, you know, it was almost as if I went to a bar and watched every week, watched a game with him for you know, something like 15 years. I think was about the amount of time that he was working in the booth from the moment I started watching football. He had a longer career than that, but that was how long I was watching him. So rest in peace, John. Let's try to get a long ass third down. Oh man, these Redskins are indeed bringing their A game for this one. It doesn't help that we have Trudeau, but I mean, these blitzes are not his fault. This would be happening no matter who the quarterback was. You know, we had that fumble, it kind of killed the drive. Even though we got the ball back, you know, it's like it. I feel, you know what I'm doing? I'm calling the Sanders run as my main, like, run that I'm trying to stop from happening. Oh, shit, I just got... I came out of the... why wasn't I looking at the arrow? I thought I was up higher than that. I was looking at the, I was watching the ball carrier, not where I was lined up, and then because of that, this was the run. This is the run. I gotta call that one for as my run defense, because I'm more afraid of Ricky Sanders hitting the ball than Brooks. Just methodically moving the ball down the field. All right. Well, that time I did a. I think it's funny. That should be a sack because it was the quarterback, but it's gonna count as a run stop because that was a handoff. They're running on third and. Oh no! Oh. You know, I said that's not, you know, I'm not as afraid of Brooks, but he's the one that got the big run. Well, hopefully that extra point will mean something. We do have some time here to get the double dip. I just want to get a single dip. You know, we haven't scored anything yet, but we've hardly had the ball. You know, Alright, we're gonna have to kick it up a notch here. Man, they are all covered. Damn it. I'm just kind of hoping that goes out of bounds. Oh no! Or a touchdown! How about that? I knew there were guys covering him. I was like, it's a 50-50 ball-ish kind of a thing. I I didn't want to throw a pick, but then again, it wouldn't have been a big deal to throw a pick in that situation. There's really not much in the way of time left. I think if I would have thrown that incomplete, I would have thrown the ball to Cash. Let's not give up a return here. I would have thrown the ball to Cash in that short pass and try to get a field goal. Because there wasn't much in the way of time. All right, so we got on the board. We needed to finally break that rut that our offense has been in. All right, getting the hell out of there. All right, let's try to score here. That extra point is huge. If we can score here, and it'll be a 2-score game at that point. As long as we kick the extra point. Holy shit, that had no chance. That wasn't going anywhere that time. Alright, let's... Damn it! Yes! Wow, Toner with the leaping catch. Man, that Buck guy is all over the field. The defensive end on the top of the screen, he is all over the place, just running everywhere. He blew up that last run in the backfield. And then he ran like about 100 miles an hour back to make that stop. Alright, there we go. I thought it was going to be overthrown. But Langhorne made the diving catch. Sweet. So that's big right there. There's no 2-point conversions in Tecmo. This is before the year. Well, 93 was the year before the conversion became a thing. Tecmo came out a few years before that, but I think that other Tecmo ROMs, there are some that implement the 2-point conversion. Oh shit, they play fake. I bought that fake. Ah, they got it to him, Arthur Monk. Let's see. Oh man, I got faked out of my shoes. He just juked the fuck out of me. Backfield. Alright, there we go. Oh shit, they got it off. And he got the catch. And he got the fucking touchdown. Son of a shit. I'm telling you, these Redskins are game. It was the same thing in our first season where the Patriots were 0-10, something like that. And then they still came back and won. It's like they brought their A game. They knew they were playing against the oh shit. I mean, it wasn't like they were playing against the AFC champions in that first year or anything like that, but it was still, we were a good team. Fuck. That was not at all going to the guy that I had intended. Lucky it wasn't picked. Oh boy. Oh, I hit the button right as I got sacked. And it looked like I was going to, I was going to it was an intermediate route, and I think he was coming open right at the last second. What a fucking punt. Come on, hang on to him. There we go. Alright. Gotta make him travel the whole fucking field. Gotta watch the passes here. You know, it's like the run game is what I've been looking out for the most, but they've been getting some... Oh, come on, man. Brooks, he's the one that got that fucking touchdown. Well, one of the touchdowns. The first one. They want the middle on it. No, they... Shit! I don't, you know, it's like I had a little bit of a weird moment there where I was like, oh shit, I'm rushing the quarterback through the line. I'm not supposed to do that. But it was a fake. It was a play fake, so I feel like I was in the right there to do that. I don't know how the... Oh shit, it's Sanders! This is the run. This is the run that I was fucking worried about. Well, Trudeau's gonna have to be the hero here. another blocked extra point wouldn't have made a difference. Short kick. Oh, they blasted it. All right, Trudeau, you've got to go 12 yards. We're on the 12. We got to go 88 yards here in 2 minutes. Fuck, they know what we're doing. And they got the pick. And they're gonna get another fucking touchdown. Wow. I was worried about this one. You know, it doesn't help when you don't have your starting quarterback, but we got 2 blocked extra points. Just for the hell of it. Alright, let's try to get something miraculous to happen. They're gonna blitz. No, not this time. Alright, come on, we gotta score quickly here. Just gotta hope for the hope for the best. And another pick. Yeah. Well, you know, we had to lose at some point, right? We knew it was gonna happen. But, you know, damn, the 0-8 Redskins come into town and they have that crazy fourth quarter. A couple of turnovers. We had 2 picks and a fumble. They did have the 1 interception that, you know, saved us some points given up in response to one of those turnovers. But they, you know, Ricky Sanders ran us over like a truck. Reggie Brooks made some plays. It wasn't our day. You know, they brought their A game, we didn't. You know, we're gonna, hopefully we get all hands on deck here next week. Hopefully Buffalo, are they playing? They're playing New England. So Seattle beats Houston. The Raiders beat Chicago. The Browns lose to the Broncos. The Bills just wallop the Patriots. The Bengals lose to get shut out by the Steelers. The Giants beat the Cowboys. The Eagles beat the Cardinals in OT. The Dolphins lose to the Jets. The Chiefs lose to the Packers. And that concludes week 9. So the Bills are all by their lonesome at the top of the division. And we are a game behind at 7-1 now. Well ahead of those at the, you know, below us in the division. Jets and Dolphins are kind of struggling. The Central is a battle between the Oilers and the Steelers at 5-3 apiece. The Broncos and Chiefs are 5-3, but the Raiders and Chargers and Seahawks all a game behind at 4-4. So that division is wide ass open. Wide ass open. Jeez, phrasing. The Cowboys and Giants are tied for first at 6-2 each. Eagles are right behind at 5-3. Cardinals are not out of the mix completely at 4-4, and the Redskins they just got their first win against us. Vikings are at the top of the Central, but the Packers are right behind them by a game. And then you've got the 49ers starting to pull away from the rest of the pack in the West, although the Falcons at 4-4 are not, they're in the mix more or less themselves. So next week we will be taking on the Jets. Had some tussles with them in the past, but let's take a look at the leaders in the NFL. Jeff George is 4th in the league in quarterback rating. He is 4th in the league in completion percentage. I don't think he's going to be that high in completions. Yeah, 26th and 40th, only 43 completions. Trudeau does have 6. He does qualify on this list. Yardage, we're way toward the bottom. It's mostly efficiency. I mean, that's why you look at it. He has a high completion percentage, and he has 10 touchdowns to 2 picks. Touchdown passes. It doesn't surprise me at all that look at Jim McMahon, 3rd place. That is a surprise. We're toward the bottom of that one too. Average, we're higher. That's the thing. Our catches do go for more yardage. Touchdown passes, 24th. And then the interception percentage is, we're way up there too. Yeah, right behind some Hall of Famers. And sandwiched in there is Stan Humphries. So scoring, I don't think we have any huge scorers. Anthony Johnson has 78 points, 13 touchdowns. He's almost at the top of the league. I knew he was a big hand. I thought it was mostly in getting, the just possession, getting first downs and getting a few big runs here and there when he was in excellent condition. But I didn't think he had 13 touchdowns. Interceptions. Buchanan has 3. He's tied with a lot of other people for 11th place. He got quite a few of them. Punt returns. Verdon is at the bottom with 5 yards per punt return. Yeah, he's going to be low on the list there. Dawkins actually... Wait a minute. He has 38. Did I not see him? No, you know what it was? I think that he was only in there for 1 return, and that's why his average is so high. Jesus, did I miss him? He's not even in. We do not have anybody in there. No, I was wrong. It wasn't his return. It wasn't his average. His total yards were up there, but he had a 38-yard return, but he didn't have enough returns to qualify for the league leaders. Anyway, what am I looking for here? Sacks is next. Dolman, of course, and you got some, real names at the top of the list. Dolman, Bruce Smith, and John Randall. I don't think we have anybody on here. We don't get many sacks. Ron Stark, of course, is at the top of the punting league. Leading rusher, Chris Warren at the top. And we got Johnson at 12th with 491. So we're like flirting with the top 10 in regards to rushing yards, and then finally receiving. Nobody is on the list in terms of receptions, and I think that's more because we spread the ball around. 16. All right, so 16 is the bottom of this list. I'm just curious as to who our leading receiver is in terms of receptions. Langhorne has 10. Chester has 10. Dawkins and Verdon have none, and Kerry Cash has 9. So it's almost dead even among and Arbuckle filled in for Cash for a game, had or two maybe. I think he had 2 games in there, 4 catches for him. So that's pretty good considering that's a pretty good amount too for only the few games that he was there. Yeah, so it's a receiving committee. That's pretty much how that works. No star players. I thought that Langhorne wasn't. I thought he'd be actually lower on the list. I didn't feel like he was averaging more than 1 a game. Anyway, so that will do it for this week. We'll be taking on the Jets, like I said, and the Bills. You got to watch out for them. They will be playing the Seahawks. We'll see how it goes. It's really gonna be where's our first game with Buffalo? It's the week after. It's week 11. So in 2 weeks we'll be taking on the Bills, and hopefully we can stay within a game of them, or even better, hopefully they can lose. If we can get an upset, maybe the game will be for first place. So we gotta take care of business with the Jets 1 week at a time, and hopefully it goes well. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.